job not using paper, man. Your whole punch was covered with cobwebs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. There we go. Folks at home are good. That's what we'll do. Okay, so let's see if we present. Make sure we're doing that. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so some announcements for Friday and next week. So Dictators Project, I'd like to go over that a little bit more today. I know Friday just kind of got cut off. I thought it was the second bell, but it was the first bell. Darn. Okay, so we're going to go over that and make sure that everybody's on the same page and that we have our assigned dictator that we would like to study or go over, okay? And then that will be due Monday, okay, the 14th. We'll do presentations, all right? So those of you at home, if you have me already, you know what to do. But I'd like you to submit your presentation on Google Classroom, okay, underneath the World Dictators assignment. And also just, you don't even have to be in the video, just you presenting the video. I had students upload on YouTube. I had students just send me the video. That's fine. Those of you in here will just present it in class. That's fine. You don't have to worry about that, okay? So that's going to be Monday, the 14th, okay? Friday, we're going to have our exam, okay? Don't worry about it. I know what you're thinking. How are we going to do this? Okay, but we'll have the exam on Friday. I'll post a study guide either today or tomorrow, okay? And then I'll let you work on it pretty much all day. And then Thursday, I like to have a review with you. So we'll just go over some of the information. And then Friday, we'll have the exam. It's going to be a Google form, okay? So I'll just put it on Classroom. For you in here, I'll just put up a QR code. They'll scan it, same like last year. And we'll take the test that way, okay? Yes?
I have nothing about it.
You don't know if you're going to be here?
No.
Okay, all right.
I can talk to my dad.
What's that?
I'm going to talk to my dad more about it. Because
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. I'll just post on Google Classroom. So whenever you get to it, you just do it. Okay. Does that work? Okay. So again, Friday we'll have our exam. And Monday we'll have our presentations for world dictators. All right. Sound good? All right. Current events for Friday. We have Woodward and Sarah. So we'll talk about it. She's here. She'll do that. So Woodward and Sarah, that is for Friday. Current events. Okay. So let's talk about the bell ringer real quick. Describe what a theocracy and a dictatorship is. Give an example of a theocracy. So what is a theocracy? What is a theocracy? Anybody? What's a theocracy? Holden, what's a theocracy?
Government where the priests have leaders rule through the rank of.
All right, yep, good job. So religious leader, maybe it's a religious group, okay? A lot of the standards, regulations are just kind of based off of whatever, it might be the Torah, it might be the Bible, okay? Might be the Quran, whatever they deem is necessary to be the rules and regulations of that said country. So government issues, okay, decisions based off religion. All right, good job. So what's an example of a theocracy? What's an example? Woodward, go ahead.
The Holy Roman Empire.
Okay, the Holy Roman Empire, right? So there for a time in the Middle Ages, medieval times, many countries had to go get the authority from the Holy Roman Empire before they did anything, right? So they did everything according to religion and followed by God. All right, good job. Even conquest, even exploration, right? How we can try to convert other areas throughout the world through religion, right? Manifest destiny. We talked a little bit about that. Okay, how manifest destiny. We're expanding the United States, exploring other areas through the, it's our God-given right to do so. Okay, good. What's another example? Lydia, what do you have? What's that? Okay, yep, good job. So following rules that were stated out for many, many years, designed by their religion that they follow. Okay, good. Native American tribes, I stated that before, right? Native American tribes, some of them, and not only Native American tribes, but different indigenous groups throughout the world, following religion as their government body, their deciding factors based off of religion alone. All right, good. And then a dictatorship, what is that real quick? Devin, what's a dictatorship?
One person that rules the government and the military.
Yeah, good job. So it's almost like an absolute monarchy, right? It's very similar. Okay, so this person rules their country, their said country, and they come up with the rules, regulations, right? And they decide on what is deemed right, wrong, and there's no one else that has a say in government. It's just that dictator. So what are some pros of a dictatorship? What's some good things about a dictatorship? What do you think? At a governmental standpoint. What are some pros of a dictatorship as a governmental standpoint? Alex, what do you think, man?
Laws are passed fast.
Yeah, good job. So especially with presidential democracy, laws take a long time. Executive orders take a long time, to get passed, okay? Rules, regulations take a huge time, a long time just because of political parties that can never agree on things. So bills kind of passed around, sit on the table for a long period of time before they're actually approved, okay? But a dictatorship, they can approve these rules, regulations at the snap of a finger because there's no one else that opposes that leader, okay? So that's a pro. Good job. That's a good pro. What about some cons of a dictatorship? The list goes on and on, right? What do you think? What are some cons?
You basically have to list the dictators.
Yeah, good job. So there's really no opportunities in in politics at all. They don't really have a say in government. The people that live in that dictatorship, okay, they don't have a say at all. Whatever the dictator says goes. Okay, what else? What are some other cons of a dictatorship? Usually, Lydia, what do you think? No negative effects of a dictatorship. Can't think of any. Austin, what do you think? Dictatorship. What are some cons, some negative effects of a dictatorship? What do you think? You don't know? Hold, what do you think?
Don't really have to have rights. The dictator doesn't want you to.
Yeah, there's no rights at all, right? Okay, there's no rights. Private property, forget about it. Private industry, if you want to try to create your own business, forget about it. All right, what about the military? How's the role of the military used in a dictatorship? What do you think? Alex? What's that?
They have to go to military.
Oh, yeah, you have to serve, right? Yeah, most dictatorships, you have to serve a certain amount of years in the military. Good. All right, try to abide and be a good citizen of that area, okay, of that country. But usually harsh treatments of the people, right? Okay, using the police, using a military for his advantage. If there's ever an opposition or if there was ever a demonstration, an organization to try to share their beliefs about a certain issue in that country, that dictator can just use the military on the people, no problem. Okay, no problem. And there's really nothing that anybody can do about it. All right, good. What about public services? You think a dictator supplies that to the people? Maybe, right? Maybe, but do you think they're going to be as great as, let's say, a presidential democracy or a country like the United States? Probably not. Probably not. What about the food supply? It's all deemed by the dictator. So if he doesn't want to try to feed the people, if he wants to try to spend the money towards, let's say, the military, which they usually normally do, and they don't want to feed the people, they don't have to. What about different organizations like education? Okay, it's very corrupted by the dictator. Dictator can control whatever he would want as being taught in an educational standpoint. Okay, he doesn't even have to really provide the service. He can just push these people right into the military, serve his authority, and swear their oath of allegiance to that country. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of things that we can say about negative effects of a dictator. What about control of the media? Yeah, controls the media. All right. So social media, your opportunity to spill out your opinions on politics. Forget about it. All right. News. Okay. News. Whatever you want to watch for news in the United States, you can do that. You can represent your rights, your beliefs towards one political opinion if you like. But in a dictatorship, it's regulated by the government. Okay. Whatever viewpoints that are coming in, social media, news, okay, newspapers, it's all monitored by the government. They try to keep you in line, keep you in a certain direction. All right. Is there any questions on that, guys? All right. So I want to go around the room real quick so we can pick our dictators. All right. So we're not doing it all the same one. So, like I said, you can work with a partner here. That's fine. I suggest using Google Slides if you're doing that, so you both can work on it at the same time at your homes, separate homes. So we're going to go around the room here. Let's start. Lydia, who would you like? Are you going to work with anybody, you think? Didn't you get to really look at it yet? Oh, did I put you on the spot? Okay, I'm sorry. How about I present the vocab? Okay, I'll go over some of the vocab terms with you, and then we can, at the end of class, we can maybe decide on what dictator we would like to choose. Does that work? Okay, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. For those of you at home, you can do whoever you'd like. Okay, you can do whoever you'd like. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same. Well, it could be the same as some students here in class. That's fine. All right, so let me pull up the vocab terms. There you go. So here's some vocab terms. Again, Friday, we're going to have I'd like you to have those vocab terms done so you can turn that in along with the study guide, you folks at home. Just email it to me. That'd be great so that I have it. I won't accept it afterwards, so don't email me Saturday, these assignments. Okay, so please by Friday, at the end of the day, Friday, that's fine. As long as it's Friday, send me those assignments and I'll give you a grade for it. Those in here, I'll just come around and check them. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Good. You catch any stripers?
Yeah.
How many you get?
And one day we got like 3
Wow.
all together, not just me.
Yeah.
And then maybe we went 6.
Holy cow. How big were they?
Some were just
Little ones?
the biggest one.
That's awesome. Did you eat them up then?
No,
Oh, okay. All right, so let's go over this real quick, guys. Impeach. All right, so we just went over the bell ringer, Sarah. I'll get that to you then, okay? And then I just went a little bit over the dictatorship project. Okay, so that's going to be due Monday. Okay, presentations are going to be Monday. And then Friday, we're going to have our exam. Okay? So I'm going to have that as a Google form. I'll get to that here soon. Okay? But I'll push out the study guide either today or tomorrow. So then you have it. So impeach, what do you got? What do we have? Hannah, what do you have for impeach?
Call in for questions to integrity or validate.
Yeah, so they might be charging a public official for misconduct, right? So charging an official of misconduct. Okay, good. So impeach. So if the president does something that maybe is alarming to the American people and broke a law, is unconstitutional, okay, then he could be impeached for breaking those laws. Okay, good. Executive agreement. What's an executive agreement? What's an executive agreement? What do we think? So what branch of government's the executive? Who belongs to the executive branch? Go ahead, Woodward. The president. Yep, good job. And what do you think an agreement would be here? It's almost like a treaty, but it's not necessarily a treaty. Go ahead, Woody.
Treaty you made without ratification by the Senate.
Yep, good job. So the Senate, Congress, right? Okay, they have to approve of it. They have to ratify it. But executive agreement, let's just say, for instance, this is a president reaching out to another country or countries and forming an agreement with them. So this might be, I don't know, one famous one would be maybe the creation of the League of Nations. All right, Woodrow Wilson, you guys remember him? Talking about him a little bit. Yeah, so after the end of World War I, he created the League of Nations. This was an agreement to try to have cooperation amongst these countries throughout the world. All right. And it worked for the European countries, but guess who didn't join? Huh? Well, who created it? Woodrow Wilson. Who's the president of? United States. Yeah, the U.S. didn't join. Okay, the U.S. didn't join. So Congress said, nope, not going to work. But his executive agreement formed this organization. Okay, so executive agreement is just the executive branch kind of forming a bond or a relationship with another country. It's not a treaty because a treaty has to be approved by the Senate. All right, does that make sense, guys? Okay. All right, executive order. What's an executive order? What do you think? Executive order. Lydia, what do you have?
I have a rule or order issued by the president to an executive branch of the government and adding the force of law.
All right. Yep. Good job. So executive order is what it's an order pushed out by the president. So most famous one in American history, maybe in world history, Emancipation Proclamation. Okay. So Abraham Lincoln pushing out this executive order, freeing the slaves. Okay. So it's Emancipation Proclamation. That would be a good example of an executive order. Another executive order is throughout the Great Depression, right? Franklin Roosevelt, FDR, trying to push out and alleviate some of the problems of Great Depression, help these people with these government-funded agencies or jobs, okay? So he's creating all these agencies, really try to stir and stimulate the economy, okay, the American economy, the marketplace, give people jobs, government-funded jobs. That's a form of executive order. Good. All right, last one, judicial restraint. What's that? Judicial restraint. What do we think? What do you think? Sarah, what do you have? Oh, it's not working. Okay. What do you think? Hold, what do you have for judicial restraint?
Or just try to limit their own power.
All right, yeah, good job. So trying to limit their own power, and almost like they're just kind of standing by, right, as an executive order passes. So a good example of this would be during the Great Depression, when Franklin Roosevelt was pushing out all these New Deal agencies. The New Deal, okay, was Social Security Act that try to benefit people during this hard time. Judicial review, they're just like, you know what, this is what we need, okay? So we're just going to kind of stand by and let these executive orders fly by to try to stimulate the economy, boost the American public back into the right direction, all right? Does that make sense, guys? So their judicial restraint, they're just like kind of sitting back, they're refraining from interrupting these policies from being pushed out, okay? Because if they did, you know, if they took some time, who knows if those agencies or these forms of executive orders would ever pass. Okay, they didn't want to try to stop it from happening. All right. Is there any questions on that, guys? Again, we're coming close to the end of these terms here, so make sure by Friday we have the vocab terms done. I think we will. If not, I'll let you know. We'll try to go over them. But, yeah, we're coming close. So, again, test Friday. I'll have the study guide out either today or tomorrow. And then the World Dictators Project is Monday. Okay. All right. So I have an assignment here for you, independent assignment. Work on your own. Economic policies. Okay, economic policies. Just posted on Google Classroom for you. Classwork, go down to Chapter 1, Economic Policies right here. Okay, I'd like you to click on this and then fill it out. It shouldn't take you too long to do. But please, please, please use your textbook, okay? It's in Chapter 1. All right, Chapter 1. I believe it is page 26, okay? So page 26 to 30, I'd like you to read over the economic policies. I'll talk about laissez-faire, talk about capitalism, communism, socialism, okay? And I'd like you to read over that and then fill out that graphic organizer, that activity. Submit it. I think it's due by tomorrow. And then once you're finished with that, I'll try to get the study guide out for you. Okay. If not, definitely by tomorrow I'll be posted. So just a review for everybody at home. Vocab is due Friday. Please email that to me no later than Friday. Okay. So if you miss out on that, then sorry, I can't help you out. Study guide, that will be due Friday as well. And then our test will be posted on Google Classroom. That's how you can work on it. World Dictators Project, that will be due Monday presentation. So again, create a slideshow. If you want to work with a partner, that's great. Just let me know who you're working with. And then please videotape your presentation. You don't have to be in it, just your presentation. You can upload it to YouTube. You can just do a video and send it to me on Google Classroom. Just attach it to that post. All right. So that's all I got. You guys can choose whoever you want at home. That's fine. That's fine. That's all I have.